And welcome everybody to quite a few. We have a few exciting matchups this evening. In fact, we have three Master Tier to get to. As we were coming live, though, as we were about to go live, I realized we don't have a prediction up. So I'm setting that up right now. If you can hear me typing, I apologize for that. But as we're getting into this one here. I'll set that one for 2 minutes. There you go. There's your prediction. I am on SirDimwi, joined by DocEducation. Of course, we have Newton Dad on the cameras, and we have a really exciting matchup here. Anomaly versus High Voltage. This is kind of a rivalry that goes back a little bit, I think. Both these teams kind of occupying the same space on the ladder, same space in Master Tier for a few seasons now, and I expect quite the contentious battle here, Doc.
Oh, big time. Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, high voltage. I kind of put Hivemind in the same category. They were kind of all coming up together, and I mean, it's great to see they're all continuing to rise, and here they are in the Master Division, and pretty firmly at that. I mean, yeah, Anomaly obviously kind of going into. I think they ended up 4th last year in the finals, and that kind of surprised a lot of folks. And this year they've been playing really well. Sweet Tooth has been out a few of the games, and it looks like he is out this game. And I mean, every player on Anomaly is incredible, but obviously that stack between Sweet Tooth and Chocolate is just really exceptional, world class, really. So a shame to miss him, but we got 3 seconds, and these guys are coming out of the tubes.
And here we go. We're going to start round one. Anomaly on the left, High Voltage on the right in blue. As that one is going to be a headbutt from Anomaly. Although disc is loose for a moment. Nice pick up there. Fontac far side sending this one in. Although it's going to miss Big Bot. Careening around. A good slap there by Isolate into the near side trap, where it will be picked up. Good defensive chain there from High Voltage. As that one's going to get sent all the way back to Acorn on the back line. It sends it all the way back down.
And it is Isolate with the disc, gonna try to clear it through, but it doesn't quite get through the lip there. And Big Chocolate rather has the disc, passes it over to Big Bot, cutting through his Acorn, gonna stun out the goalie. Goalie's open. Big Bot puts him on the board. Anomaly started up by 2.
That was rough there. So yeah, the player got in the goalie's face. It screened him out effectively. Goalie puts up the shield, and then they have a little slap fight because the player doesn't go for the stun, and that pushes the goalie out of the goal, and that leaves that far side corner there wide open. Nothing. Not much the goalie could do, as it will now be High Voltage on this Jealous advantage. That chain gets stunned out there in the backfield. Fire Ninja sends this one up to Lulz, looking at a 1v2, gonna go ahead and cross that one up. Fire Ninja cutting in, hits it for the 2, and just like that, 10 seconds later, High Voltage have answered.
Yeah, that was a textbook offensive joust. Beautiful passing, absolute lasers, just going straight to their intended target, and some really nice cut pass there, and a really nice cut and finish. Beautiful dive out by the goalie. Gave an opportunity to get the stop, but just too strong on the offense. So now it's Big Bot and Anomaly gonna give a back pass to Fontac. Fontac trying to make a pass, but getting blocked by the station there, and it will be cleared through. Oh no, it doesn't yet, but it is recovered and now cleared through.
Excuse me. Now this one caught in that near side trap, where Isolate will get the slap on it, but right back in the hands of Anomaly here. 2 minutes off the clock, and Anomaly's chain is very quick. Track this one down, but overshooting a little bit. Although Fontac gets a nice recovery. Oh, mishandles it, gets it back, brings it in. And Lulz gets a touch on it, but not for long as it finds its way into the back of the... Well, there is really no back of the net here, but into the net, as Anomaly's now going to take a 2-point lead.
Yeah, nice persistence there by Fontac. A little bit of missed opportunity there with the disc, but recovered well and eventually scored. That's what counts. So Isolate taps it through. Beautiful catch by Goran. Goran gonna send it through, and it will connect. Wow, Fire Ninja! Holy cow! What alteration! Beautiful catch, and what a finish!
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal there. 12 meters out. And only 8 seconds later, and that's a nice 3 there as well, as they were trading 2s for a minute. In fact, it was about 2 minutes as I look at the clock. But here, Anomaly on the Jealous advantage. Fontac sending on near side. And yeah, although interesting that chain had gotten split up, so it took a moment to get back together. And that gives this offense enough time to play a little song and get that one in for the 2. And Anomaly is going to go up by 1.
Yeah, nice return by Anomaly, but some incredible pressure by High Voltage. Goran Jr. flying in and very nearly intercepting that pass from QB. If he had got that, it probably would have been an easy 3, or at least a very good opportunity for High Voltage. So that bare miss. Oh, and look at that. Some pressure coming in. Acorn picks it up. Wow. So Anomaly returning the favor, and this time they got their head on the disc. They came out absolutely on fire.
Yeah, that was very quick there from Anomaly. I didn't anybody happen to catch the speedometer as they came streaking in there. Apparently 1.6 to get to mid. So I actually presumed it was a little bit faster. As we were seeing regular 1.35s the other day from some backwards boosting. Although Fire Ninja sending this one up to Laws. Laws is looking for that hook shot. I was looking to bank that one in on the far side of the goal, but it does not happen. Although High Voltage back in possession. Although Acorn gets a good stun out, and that one is going to be off the wall. Is that going to be in? No, it's not. It's going to be off the Pac-Man far side. But a good pick up there. Fontac! Oh, off the post. That's a heartbreaker, finding its way to the near side wall.
Yeah, a couple of close misses. Fontac with the Kung shot just got blocked by the Pac-Man, and then, yeah, a bare miss there as well on the 3. So a couple of unfortunate finishes there from Anomaly, but it's back to High Voltage. Fire Ninja passing it in. Lols, oh, what a save by Chocolate, but isolates the goalie and slams it in. Back within 1.
Yeah, and getting stunned out there as well, just to pour some salt in that wound. So yeah, an Anomaly, High Voltage back within 1. That's Anomaly with a little bit of a cushion there. Still in the lead, although only halfway through this first round. Is that another very quick pressure from High Voltage, as this one will get loose and it will turn over. Goran Jr. with it picked up there at mid. Goran Jr. sending this one up, and the hands of Fire Ninja on the near side wall. His entire team is kind of spread across in a line there for a moment. But Isolate's going to go ahead and send that one back to Goran Jr. on the back line, as there are probably too many bodies in the goal. Oh my.
There's only one word for that.
Yeah. That's probably the most egregious example that I've seen in the last few weeks.
Hey, that's the worst I've ever seen. I mean,
I don't
looked like he caught that about 6 or
I don't usually
7
comment
meters
on
out.
that. I don't usually make a big deal of it, but that was pretty egregious. As Goran Jr. is now going to get this one in for the 3. That one hurts.
Ooh. Well, the casters are shook. Anomaly may also be shook. 5 very quick points. Anomaly from up 1 and a goalie save to now down 5, and they really need to get their heads back in the game. Very difficult couple of possessions there, but Anomaly needs to recover here. Big Bot with the disc, probably going to back pass. No, tries to pass over to Big Bot, gets blocked by that big bow tie. Chocolate sends it back to Bot. Bot on the backside. Acorn not there. Lowell's going to clear it out.
A good clear there. Good chain to track it down. Goran Jr. sending this one all the way out. That one might be on. No, it's going to be off the barrier. It may have been grabbed. Fire Ninja gets it back, sends it up to Goran. They're going to plant it in for another 2 here. And suddenly High Voltage is starting to run away with this. And someone in chat did say that's a cause for a pause. The actual incident itself, per se, would not be cause for a pause, but the mental game, the effect that can have on your mental game, I think would be cause for pause. I think Doc, you pointed that out a little bit, because Anomaly, kind of really need to find that mental game back, as a little scuff there on that intended joust. They do get it through, but only to the near side trap, where we'll get slapped back in possession. Goran Jr. long shot here. It's going to be off the backboard, but off of the cone, and picked back up. Fire Ninja looking to take another shot, but this one finding its way to the far side wall.
Yeah, and probably Anomaly just not wanting to take that pause so early, in round 1. But here we have Lowell's on the shoulder, kind of doing a little bit of a dance. Goran Jr. with the disc, going to be under pressure by Fontac. Makes a nice juke. Lowell's with the disc. Fire Ninja on the backside, harassing the goalie, or in the goalie area, was Isolate. Now on the floor. Going to pass. No. Gets it stolen. It's going to be sent through. Yeah, sent through the tube. Chocolate and Fontac are regrabbing, but so are High Voltage. And Acorn misses the disc. It is in the hands of No. Stolen by High Voltage and cleared through. So a little bit of a scramble right now. And Anomaly is really on the ropes right now.
Yeah, very much on the ropes. As stun there, Fire Ninja. A good slap out of the bubble, but Goran Jr. got to recover here on the near side wall. It's a 6-point differential, 2 minutes to go, as High Voltage just maintaining possession here. The Acorn getting a big turnover there, is able to pick this one up, looking to clear it out. Actually, that is a shot. I'm 100% certain that's a shot, but it's going to go wide of the goal, and now bouncing all the way back out to mid. Acorn gets a recovery on his own shot, but Lulls with a big stun there, big pickup, big clear out all the way down. Will be in the hands of Chocolate, who's going to clear it right back out.
moves it through, and it does. Wow, nice bounce pass connection to Acorn. Acorn gonna smooth over and make that back pass. So back in control for the moment are Anomaly, gonna make a pass over to Big Bot. Acorn, but low is Fontac. Fontac gonna take a shot, and that is absolutely huge. Back within 4. There's gonna be about 1:15 left once the clock goes down. That is enough time for Anomaly. They hopefully they get a little bit of momentum and back in the game. You know, I mean, that was just a big blow earlier on, and it seems like they're clicking back in right now.
Yeah, looking good, and I'm a little surprised that goal went in. That was quite the slow shot, but it goes in. It was a good placement on the far side of the goal. It was Chocolate's going to get that turnover right back in the hands. That chain was so ready to go too. That is unfortunate. Caught in the transition, but the shot is going to be off of the post. So back of the hands of High Voltage, at least for a moment. Yes, they do complete that pass on the near side here, as they are going to start running the clock, because that's all they need to do. They just need to get down to the right about, I mean, technically 20 seconds, but really, practically speaking, you're talking about more like 30 seconds before you're effectively out of time. And there's a big stun there. Oh, and there's the ice as Fire Ninja's just going to slap that one in for the 2 here. High Voltage going to take a 6-point lead, and we're only going to have about 16 seconds on the clock before coming out the tubes here.
Yeah, so that will do it for the round. At least it will be High Voltage taking round 1. Not quite sure what the final score will be. But, you know, right now, Anomaly just looks like they're going to have a little fun, try and just reset the mental, send it through, get some stacks going, be super aggressive, you know, take a shot, maybe it goes in. No, can't quite get the rebound, but they did get a little bit of momentum there. I mean, Anomaly is absolutely a championship caliber team, lots of experience together, obviously getting to rank 4 last season, or finishing 4th in the finals. So I have confidence that they will reset their mental in the minute, maybe take a little bit of extra time. They do have up to 5 minutes, so they can add an extra 4 minutes to that timer should they wish. And but man, like you said, Dimwi, you know, not worth talking about a lot of Chicago's, but that was pretty egregious.
Yeah, and it is quite unfortunate, though. I will point out, you know, it's one of those things, because we all are playing with the same version of the game. So technically speaking, that can happen to anyone. So when it does happen to you, it is one of those things you have to be able to come back from it. It sucks. It's not fun. I know that's maybe stronger language than we're used to using, at least on the channel here. Obviously not generally, but you know, it's not a fun situation to be in. But you have to be able to come back from it. You absolutely have to be able to come back from it. And unfortunately, Anomaly was not able to come back on it. You know, I don't blame them. It's not so much a matter of criticism, but just one of those things. You have to do it. You absolutely have to do it. Otherwise, you're going to suffer that loss, and that's kind of what happened there. But they did not opt for that timeout. And I will say, if I was their coach, if I was their manager, if I was their captain, I would have forced that timeout there, get them to take a break and maybe get some fresh air. But we are going to start back here in round 2, as both teams have launched out.
Anomaly, their stack is fast. They do get ahead on it first, and it looks like the back stack not quite ready. Not sure where Chocolate and Fontac were, but that's going to be a shot very close. Wow, Acorn getting the disc and attempted clear. It will go through. Let's see if Anomaly stack can get together. They do break up, so it will be picked back up by High Voltage and cleared through the right tube.
And yes. Yeah, sorry about the camera. We're going to give you an update because the game is still live. We are still here. So it's currently High Voltage in possession. Goran Jr. on the far side. Nugget sends this one behind the goal there to Fire Ninja, who will get it in on the back side of the goal on the goalie. So High Voltage will take the first goal in this second round, up by 2 here. And again, once again, apologies for the camera issue. It looks like we did get that one fixed there, so we will be back in business in the latter 9 minutes of the second round.
So Anomaly a little bit behind the wave in terms of the momentum, but they can definitely come back. Big Bot sends it through. They've got 2 stacks. Let's see who's faster. It is actually Isolate on the backside, isolated and alone, but in just the right spot. That's going to be a shot, just a little bit low, a little bit too high rather. There it is, Fontac with the big time 3. Anomaly back on top.
Yeah, big goal there from Fontac, 15 meters out. That is, you know, they really needed that one. Anomaly did, you know, it still, it almost seems like maybe still kind of in that, kind of struggling with that head game. Although after the initial scuffing of the initial neutral joust, looks like we are back in proper form here. As High Voltage, well, it's a turnover there. Anomaly will gain possession, sending it down. Big Bot wanted to take that shot, but he saw the chain there waiting for it. Acorn, ooh, they were looking for a quick relay there. Acorn or Chocolate, but the shot goes just wide, the no look. And now just a fling out there, far side, makes it into the near side trap.
Yeah, Chocolate maybe just not quite aware of the tilt rotation of his body, going a little bit too low there. Acorn now with the disc, gonna make the pass. No, looking for Chocolate off the ceiling, but isolate there. So it will be bounced down into the trap area. Acorn is gonna get there first, and will he make it? Yes, what a beautiful bounce pass. So Anomaly firing on all cylinders. Fontac sends it in. So a couple of quick goals for Anomaly, some really nice work, and Anomaly really looks like they have recovered here, didn't we?
Yeah, they have. They've gotten over, you know, that the little bit of the head game there that they were, you know, kind of struggling with. But now it will be High Voltage with the Jals advantage, currently with a 3-point deficit. Deficit they haven't seen since early on in that first round there. And now quick passes here to get away from that chain, and they do get away. They do get through mid. As it will be Goran Jr. there on the far side as Fire Ninja cutting in on the near side. Oh, what a read there. Chocolate, I don't know how he doesn't get that stop. Fire Ninja gets the goal, and High Voltage is back within 1.
Yeah, it looked like Chocolate may have taken his eye off the defender there for a moment and looked back toward the disc. And when he did, I think it was Fire Ninja who made a cut, and Chocolate was just a little bit in space there. So a little bit of a lapse there, maybe mechanically, maybe mentally, but back on it are Anomaly. Nice pass through, but it's going to bounce off that top wedge area, and it's going to be back in the hands of Lowles. Sends it through, and Goran Jr. going to dip it through. So it's right back in the Anomaly bubble here. Beautiful, beautiful tap back by Chocolate.
Yeah, I believe that was on its way in there. Yeah, Lit saving that one, but a big setup there. What a setup. That's how you play 2v2 there on the bubble. You got to draw that defender out, and it leaves that pass wide open. If the pass option is far enough away from the goalie, there's nothing the goalie can do. You're not going to be able to cut that cut. I'm sure that made sense to somebody. You're not going to be able to, you know, it's very difficult to save those shots. So fantastic goal there for High Voltage. They're going to go up by 1. Anomaly now with possession, and scuff pass there, good fling. I didn't catch that, was Lowles causing the disruption. Goran Jr. open goal, hits it 19 meters out. Wow.
Wow, indeed. Anomaly makes a very simple, easy to make mistake or just a slight inaccuracy with the pass. This takes a funny bounce and ends up right in the hands of a Fire Shooter, who just sends it right in for 3. So just like that, they're going to do their headbutt play. They do tap it through. Acorn is in the area. Let's see who's going to get to it first. It will take a favorable bounce for Anomaly. Go in, and Big Bot's going to be cutting in. Oh no! Just a little bit low, but recovering is Chocolate, passing it through to Acorn. So just like that, Anomaly showing their true colors, getting a score, getting back within 2, and they're back in the game.
And you see, if you watch that back, I don't know if the camera angle caught it all that well, but it looks like you can still see it there. All of Anomaly kind of hang out in the bubble there. You see Acorn just set up right in front of the goal, as High Voltage was basically kind of scrambling for the disc, kind of chasing, maybe clumping a little bit, as some clumping here in the near side tube. It does make its way through, however. Fire Ninja's got to be able to recover on that one somehow. Don't know how. Sends this one up. Into the hands of Lowles. Lowles going to go to Goran Jr., bringing it in, going to walk it in and hit the top corner pocket. And High Voltage is going to go up by 4.
High Voltage up by 4, but with over 4 minutes left, absolutely plenty of time for Anomaly. You know, they just gotta keep doing what they do. Let's see if they go for the headbutt strat. Let's see if they use their stacks like they have been doing. A little bit slow there to get out of the gate and almost lost it. Big Bot with the disc, so a little bit of a scuff play right now. Big Bot gonna have to recover. Fire Ninja picks it up. You do not want to give that man an open goal, and he looks like, just taking a little bit too much time, and Big Bot was able to make a great save.
Excuse me. Oh, big steal there. Fire Ninja. Gets this one sent up. Goran Jr. It's going to juke around. That chain is right nearby. Chain's going to split up. Goran goes over to Lowles. Lowles, look at that 1v2 and gets it to Fire. What? From my angle, I thought he just lost the head on it. I'm watching back the angle that Newton Dad got. That was quite the intentional pass to Fire Ninja as he pulls out both the play. As Lulz pulls out both players in the goal. That was beautiful. That was just well executed. Beauty.
Yeah, nice work right now by High Voltage. Sending it through now is Big Bot going to try to make it through, but Chocolate is, and the stack was just a little bit further. Acorn going to dump it down. It's going to bounce low toward the bubble. It's going to be picked up by Chocolate. He might fire one, but Goran Jr., but Big Bot, he sends it back in. So again, a 4-point lead right now for High Voltage. Remember, High Voltage did win round 1, so Anomaly is a little bit behind the gun. If we're going to see more of this action, Anomaly is going to have to pick it up right here.
Indeed, yeah, I do not disagree with anything you just said. As a High Voltage coming out here, that was quick. How does it? I don't. I can't even call it. I mean, there was somehow they get that initial pass off, and then the first clear out incidentally bounces favorably back into their hands. That was just a really, really fortunate roll out there for High Voltage, although they're not going to be able to capitalize on it, as now it's back in their zone, and Anomaly in possession. Fontac sending this one up to Acorn, has Big Bot cutting in. Oh, and they're going to hit it in the hands of Isolate, but Big Bot does get it in for the 2, and Anomaly is back within 2.
Yeah, and that might have been a little bit of a gift back from that Chicago earlier. I think Isolate got Chicago there a little bit. So back within 2 are Anomaly. Let's see if they can get their stack pressure to fly through. They do go a little bit to the left side this time from the QB's perspective. They're going to cut back on the defender. They do get the stun out. It's 2 Anomaly players, but Goran Jr. going to have to tap it over. It's in the area for Lulz. Lulz with a beautiful direction. It's going to be Fire Ninja flying in. Wow. Fire Ninja, what a move. He knew he wasn't going to be able to cut directly into the goal and get a pass and shot, so instead went high and just kind of hung out a little bit above the goal, grabbed the top of the rim and slammed it in. Really nice positional awareness there from High Voltage.
And it looks like Anomaly will be finally taking that time out here with a minute and a half to go after High Voltage get that goal. And so just a reminder, unlike last season, you do not need a technical excuse to take your time out. And I use that phrase very specifically, a technical excuse, because that actually was kind of just how it was used. Not obviously, that sounds like an accusation. That was how we presume it was used periodically, and might as well, if it's going to be used in that way, might as well make it available to everybody without having to play that little game there. So for any reason whatsoever, you can take that single timeout. You only have one during. You only have one for the entire match, but it's one that can be used in a situation like this, where one of the team scores, you've just respawned, you got to take that time out in that respawn situation. Again, you only have one of those, and that is distinct from the in-between timeouts. It's not that in-between timeouts really not so much a timeout. It's more of just an optional extension of the intermission, which some might call a timeout, but I think there's a very important distinction to make there. Just that it's not, it's not considered a timeout. You can just extend it to 5 minutes, just because you have that option to do so, for literally any reason. Even if maybe you won that first round and you just want the extra 4 minutes, you can take it. So yeah, very contentious game here, as High Voltage have really been able to capitalize on a lot of these opportunities, a lot of these chance opportunities that kind of plagued Anomaly a little bit, although High Voltage have had a few of their own that kind of worked out in their favor here.
They have, and it looks like Fontac has dropped from the arena for now, so may have been a bit of technical issues as well as just a desire to reset the mental. So a minute and a half left, and High Voltage is certainly having a little bit of fun dancing around. You can see it there on the cam. Doing a little bit of a quad Joker train-ish. And we do see Fontac reconnect. So that's good news for Anomaly. But yeah, like you said, Dimwi, the disc has bounced its way favorably for both teams and unfavorably for both teams, and hard to say who's got the better or the worse of it. I think Anomaly certainly mentally got pretty hit hard in round 1, but here we are in round 2, and High Voltage is still ahead by 4 with a minute and a half left. There's plenty of time if Anomaly can get a quick score, especially.
There is plenty of time, especially for you know how quick this Anomaly team is. I would not be surprised if they came out with a headbutt play here in the next one or two offensive jousts, presuming they have that joust advantage, which I'm gonna check real quick. I don't actually recall. Yes, Anomaly does have the. Of course, they have the joust advantage. It was a high voltage who just scored. Who are kind of running around with their own little four-man chain right now, having a little bit of fun in the arena, as you can see there. But yeah, they're a very, very quick team, and they've gotten fairly adept with those headbutt plays. I mean, we saw one near the end of the last round, and they scuffed it a bit. They ended up, I believe, they ended up double headbutting it, or it was a headbutt right back into their hands, and it kind of flowed around the offensive zone there. It was kind of really just a really terrible misplay on some clear frustration. But I would expect them to make another attempt at an earnest headbutt play here in probably the next joust advantage. So I would honestly, if I'm high voltage, I don't think I come out that aggressive on this next joust. I think I don't even send players out to mid. I think we set up defensively in our zone, force them to get it all the way down there, see if they get that headbutt down, maybe set up a chain to chase that headbutt down, because I would be expecting Anomaly to headbutt on this next play.
That's a pretty good read, Dimwi, and for players who aren't quite aware of the headbutt meta, there's a 19 meter per second cap on your ability to throw the disc, but I don't think there's a cap on the speed from a headbutt. And typically you can get much faster than that off a headbutt, and if you can direct that headbutt, it's very easy to just punch it through and then re-grab straight to it. Anomaly, one of the more famous teams to use this strategy. Let's see if they do indeed pull that strategy. Instead, they go for their typical re-grab strategy. Dip it down, Fontac and Chocolate gonna re-grab. No one's in the area. It's gonna be picked up, but stunned out, so immediately cleared through. That was a great stun, very needed there by High Voltage.
Now, long shot here off of the barrier. Yeah, that was also a fan. Got to shout out that the high voltage defensive chain that was able to track down the Anomaly chain before Anomaly was able to get some points on the board. Fire Ninja bringing it in. Fire Ninja's going to hit it, and that's going to put them up by 6 here. Not technically out is Anomaly, but this is going to be. Let's do some math here. Right about 30. Maybe I spoke too soon. Yeah, they would literally need 2 threes in 10 seconds of game time. I don't know if that's going to be feasible as we come out here. They do go for the headbutt this time. That one's off the near side wall into the near side tube. They have to score this one literally right now. It's going right this second. And it's not going to happen. So round 2 will be in the hands of High Voltage as Goran Jr. gets one more goal in to end the round. And High Voltage will take this one into 17-13 in round 2.
Yeah, tough. Very, very tough loss for Anomaly, but take nothing away from High Voltage. They played a great game. They stayed in it, even when the disc didn't bounce their way, even when they got Chicago'd as well, or maybe got Chicago'd, allegedly got Chicago'd. They stayed in the game, and they kept up the pressure on Anomaly. So a couple of very tight round wins for High Voltage, but they are the victors today.
They certainly are, and I mean, you know, it was well played, you know. And I just got to point out, you know, when something like that happens, when some sort of egregious situation like that happens, one that can honestly affect anybody at any time, you just have to work past it. You know the situation isn't going to change. You know you're not going to get a do-over on that play. You have to just accept it for what it is. You know, there's a saying in hockey, and it's kind of from the opposition side. But the saying in hockey, a goal is a goal. I mean, and I know that sounds funny, but that's basically a goal is a goal. You'll take them how you get them. And so, you know, as High Voltage, you know, despite the fact that you get that goal, that's something you capitalize on, and High Voltage was able to capitalize on it. They were able to capitalize on, you know, the kind of that first round mental collapse Anomaly suffered after that initial thing. And so not to harp on it too much, not to harp on Anomaly too much, but I would just, you know, I would suggest that, you know, if they happen to be watching this VOD still at this point, or if any of them happen to have just turned it on, when that happens, when you have a big you know, kind of mental collapse like that, take the time out. I know you want to save it for you know, a tech issue or anything like that, but you're saving it for speculation. You're saving it for something that's not guaranteed to happen. Whereas in that moment, something did happen. And there's something that you need to address, and you need to address it. And I would have strongly suggested they take that time out earlier on, even if they, you know, held it for that you know, for later on in the game. But still, I mean, still well fought. You guys see, the scores are not that far apart, and of course, these two teams not far apart on the leaderboard there.
Yep. Nice call, Dimwy. And I mean, speaking of speculation, we are doing a little bit of speculation. Obviously, the Chicago did happen, and then right after it, the QB did get the pass intercepted and a big 3 hit. So, I mean, that could have happened at any time. High Voltage, very good at intercepting passes. Very nearly did it another time that wasn't related to that moment. So. Might have been more that second hit. You know, it was the quick succession of the 2 and then the 3 to go from 8 to 7 to go from 1 up and getting what you think is a stop and maybe a turnaround and a score of your own to now you're down by 4 and you're just like it's just a kind of a double whammy. So may have been related, may have not been related, and then. They did look like they were just a little bit deflated after that, but maybe they weren't. Maybe they were feeling just fine. Hard to say, but in any case, really great fighting by both teams. Turned out to be an amazing match, regardless.
It certainly did. So yeah, we have a bunch more to get to this evening on this channel and others. As I did not have the schedule up, I should have. Because we will be back on this channel. I won't be, but others will be here on this channel in right about 27 minutes. Yeah, Anomaly versus Ethereal. And then at the same time over on channel 2, me, Gilligan and I will be bringing you LA Skyline versus Austin Burners. As you can see me, I'm definitely reading over here on the right. And then 30 minutes after that, Los Angeles LA Destroyers versus Bangarang here on channel 1. That is a matchup you're not going to want to miss. I'm telling you right now, definitely watch that. And then at 10 o'clock, both channels still running Technique versus Neptune here on channel 1. Another matchup you're not going to want to miss. And then over there on channel 2, I will be bringing you the Gentleman versus Toxin. It's a kind of a lower ladder matchup. I want to get those guys casted here this evening. The opportunity to see themselves on the big screen, as they say, in the show. So yeah, with all that, Doc, this was a good cast. It was fun doing this one with you. I'm not going to be on another one with you here this evening. So always fun to do these with you, man.
Likewise, my friend. Always good to cast with you, Dimwy. And one other matchup that looks like it's going to be at 6:15 Pacific, 9:15 Eastern is Supernatural versus Hypno. That'll be on channel 3. Solar P doing that one. So we got a lot of action for you. Hope you're enjoying it out there. And with that, I guess I've been DocEducation. Of course, the inimitable SirDimwi and the absolutely wonderful Newton Dad on the cam. So hope to see you all soon. Maybe later tonight, maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Yeah. Take care.
And we're underway.
Season 4 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, VRware, Rebuff Reality, VR Cover, and ProTube VR.